myself as Tennessee's starting quarterback. I mean, that's my title as I am, but I'm also just a football player that's trying to lead the team.
Broadcasting live from the only establishment in town that can't kick him out, his own basement. The world according to Rockett.
Hey, now it is I, Rocket Man. This is the world according to Rockett. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. You know, that's a tough, man, he is in such a tough position. I would not want to be in Joe Milton's shoes right now because he's kind of damned if he does and damned if he doesn't. I mean, here he came in with a lot of celebration a year and a half ago. He was going to be the starting guy, and at the end of the day, he couldn't quite cut it because of his accuracy issues. Then he got hurt, which may have been a blessing for Tennessee and may have even been a blessing for Joe, because it got to put him in a situation where he could spend time with the quarterback whisperers and develop more. And he couldn't be in a better position than to develop where he is right now. So now it's all coming to fruition. All the work, all the hope, all the dreams are coming into Joe's lap right now with this football game. Vanderbilt, you know, I mean, yeah, okay, good job, but it was raining and it was a bad night and we killed them. Okay, this really is a test. Now, all of the hoopla about the $8 million kid, Nico Iamaleave, excuse me. And now, you know, in this press conference, I just wanted you to see how he handled these questions. Because I have so much respect for this guy. I really, really do. And I pray for him. I do. I pray that he will summon all of his potential talent, all of his smarts, all of his football IQ, and just have an amazing, amazing game. I really, really do. I have such goodwill and a good feeling toward and about him. Let's take a look at some viewer mail, and then I'll play you that interview. My personal favorite part of the show, the viewer mail section, where I like to respond to your comments because they're so great. This is the smartest audience online. Absolutely no doubt. Michael Ward, Rocket Man, love the show. We are going to beat Clemson. I think Joe Milton will rise to the occasion. Let's go. Let's end this on the highest note in decades. Happy New Year, Rocket Man. Thank you, man. That's, you know, Michael, I'm down. I'm with you, bro. Reaper, I love your channel. Hope it grows even more by the time your next birthday rolls around. Can't wait to see what this channel will look like in a year. Me too, man. There's going to be dancing girls, and there's going to be chandeliers, and we're all going to take a ride in a big old stretch Hummer limousine. A year from now, after we've been on the air for a year. Thank you, Reaper. I appreciate it. Happy New Year to you. Gene Dasher. Not familiar with you, Gene, but thank you for being a part of the show. I feel better about a coach that doesn't air the team's dirty laundry. What happens in the locker room stays there. You know what? He's responding to my comment yesterday about the whole Jeremy Banks thing in South Carolina, and I kind of complained that Heupel or the coaches or somebody didn't tell us what happened. Now, I'm kind of 50-50 with you, Gene. I appreciate what you're saying. I understand what happens in the locker room stays in the locker room. However, that incident, that South Carolina incident, eliminated us from a chance at a national championship. Right? It did. It would have, had we won that game, I tell you, the Tennessee Volunteers at that game were crazier than a run-over dog. I mean, it was just horrible the way they played in that game, and it was certainly atypical. And it appears to be around the humongous, ginormous distraction of the whole Jeremy Banks thing. And again, I don't know what it was. I heard every one of the rumors. And I think because the stakes were so high about that, somebody should be talking about something. That's all I'm saying, Gene. I appreciate what you're saying, though. I do appreciate that. Bill Gower, if Joe Milton wants a starting job next season, he's going to need this win against Clemson. Bam. 100% correct. I'm not being a negative Nancy here, but I have to trust my instincts. Clemson 38-24. Bill Gower, the Tennessee fan, but he's calling it the way he sees it. Bear says, we don't have the complete team that Hendon had, so Joe Milton will not have a breakout game. This game means nothing because the whole team isn't playing. I kind of agree with you. This game means everything, my brother, everything. Because if they can formulate and put this team together around Joe Milton, then that means, number one, we're going to finish 11-2. 11, let me say it one more again, 11-2. And it's going to set us up for a really strong opening in the season for next year. That's why I think you're wrong about it. This game doesn't mean anything. It means a lot. It means a lot, but I do appreciate your comment. Ryan says, in our last comment of the day, Joe going to run the ball for 100 yards and throw for 200. Ryan and Rhino. I love it, man. All right, that's our viewer mail for the day. Thank you. Appreciate it. If you got comments, if you got questions, just fire them off in the comment section. You guys are so smart. I learn something from you every day. Thank you for listening to The World According to Rockett.
On next season?
Kind of both. We got to finish it off. Obviously, for our brother Hendon, he put a lot into the program, and if he was out there, he'd be playing his heart out. So I feel like that's what we'll do as a team. Even though besides that point, is just get a start for the new year. It's a new year. The game is played on the 30th, so it's going into a new year. So, you get to sleep right on the first. So.
Question, Adam. Joe, how's it gone, I guess, getting more reps during practice? Is that something where, obviously you've been getting reps the whole time you've been here, but to get more reps, to get more one reps, how much has that helped you, or has it?
It helps a lot. That's one. But two, even when I wasn't starting, I was taking reps behind Hendon. Every rep he had, I had to take. But having more reps is a plus. Getting a feel for everything at the one position is, it's a tremendous jump. But it's the ball game, so you got to do what you got to do.
Just your mindset right now. Do you see yourself as Tennessee's starting quarterback right now, or do you see yourself as a guy filling in for Hendon in the bowl game?
I see myself as Tennessee's starting quarterback. That's my title as I am, but I'm also just a football player that's trying to lead the team.
And secondly, we've seen sort of the videos and photos of you helping Nico out a little bit. What have you done for him? How have you helped show him around? What's your relationship with him in this short time?
Our relationship is just not growing. At first he was a recruit. Now he's a player here. He wants to learn. He wants to be better. He wants to know what I know about the offense, about life and life period. But he's a great kid, man. He just want to learn. He's willing to learn, willing to ask questions, not scared to ask questions. So, I feel like our relationship has just now started, but I also feel like I've known him for a while, too.
Joe, you're in the back here. You're about 45 minutes away from your home, I believe, going to this bowl game.
Like an hour, for sure.
How many people are going to be there, and what does it mean to be heading home?
I'll know tonight on how many people will be there. But what it feels like is going home and playing home in front of my family, feels great. It feels like backyard football, and you got to put on the show for that. My mom and my baby sister will be there, so you got to put on the show for that. But it also feels great, man. Having the opportunity to play with Tennessee again and play for the Vols, man.
Joe, how do you feel like your game has improved over the last year? I know you went through some injuries and stuff last year, but over the offseason, another year of maturing, how do you feel like you've gotten better?
I feel like I got better as in seeing everything correctly, doing everything that the coaches want me to do, planning within the offense, playing my game also, not being a robot is something that Coach Hosley teach from day one, not being a robot. And, I just feel like I got better overall, just me as my game, me as a person, just me in life.
What do you mean by not being a robot?
So say if a play don't work out the way it's supposed to, don't just throw the ball just to throw it. Go make a play. Or we have this saying, negative goes to zero, zero goes to positive. So, just fixing the play, not making it worse.
We saw you when you came in at different parts of the year, how they used you as a runner at times, maybe more so than, first couple of games last year before you got hurt. You didn't do that against Vanderbilt. I know the game kind of got out of the hand. Do you kind of welcome that, like for this game, like, just use me, let me showcase that side of your game?
If it comes down to it, yes, then I'll run. But, I'm just, whatever they call, I'm just going to execute, to my best ability. But, other than that, if I have to run, I'll run, though. Y'all know that.
Joe, what's your connection like with Brew? Obviously, he didn't play in the Vanderbilt game that you started. What's kind of been your impression of him and kind of your connection with him?
Brew's a hard worker himself. He wants it. He wants it for everybody. But our connection itself, he tell me, Joe, throw me the ball. I'm right there. Or if I don't see something correctly, or if he don't run a route correctly, we both talk about it and we fix it the next play. And, and it'd be awesome from there. But our connection over the time has been built just outside of football, just understanding who he is as a person, what he went through in his life, what did I go through in my life, and how can we have both of those together and still play at the same high level on the field.
So I guess what was your reaction to Cedric and Jalen saying they were going to go ahead and opt out and get ready? I'm sure you're probably happy for them, but also thinking I could have used you out there for the game. Yeah. And what were your thoughts about that? And then also, getting to work with some of those new guys, and maybe the guys who hadn't started a lot this year.
For sure. For Jalen and Ced, man, it hurts, but it's life. Those guys got things that they got to take care of. They got a family to take care of. It may hurt, it may not, but at the end of the day, they got to do what's best for them. Me personally, I feel like that was a right idea for them just because, injuries, you never know what can happen. And those guys played their heart out for Tennessee. However long they've been here, they played their heart for Tennessee. I feel like they gave their all. Obviously for Jalen, he had a heck of a year. So, for him doing all that, he make his own choices, man.
What about your relationship with the new guys in terms of?
Oh, okay. The new guys, man, they learning. It's college now, everything's sped up, but they all playing at a fast, high level. They understanding what's going on and what we're trying to accomplish in the offense. So I feel like they are coming along well, and they're doing what it takes to be a Tennessee Vol.
Last question, Eric.
Joe, what have you seen from Clemson? What did they do well defensively, and something that you're going to have to try to overcome, as they do have a good defense?
For sure. Their front seven, their whole defense in general is a great defense. They play fast, they play smart, they all play together. But I feel like personally we have to, block well, fix the run assignments that we have throughout the week, make sure we understand what's going on, make sure we could do it all the way around, run the ball, pass the ball, just be an efficient offense and take care of the ball.
Like that guy, love that guy. I'm on your side, Joe. I wish nothing but the best for you. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate all the love, trying to get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. If you can help out and you feel charitable and empathetic, please do so. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow.